Most people think the price they pay for things is decided by supply and demand. They're wrong. Right now, there is a silent war being fought over every single dollar in your pocket. This isn't just about inflation, it's about the very foundation of the modern world. For 500 years, economic progress has been built on one simple thing: reducing transaction costs. Humanity worked to erase the frictions that stop a deal from happening: the cost of mistrust, the cost of moving money, and the nightmare of not having clear laws to settle a dispute. We moved away from the whims of kings and into a system of reliable money where information flows instantly. But today, we have to ask a dangerous question. Are the decision makers in Washington and Brussels leading us back into the dark? EXD. Let's look at the walls slamming back up. Between 2025 and 2026, we witnessed a trade escalation so massive it erased 20 years of progress in seconds. First, there was the landmark trap. In August 2025, a new US-EU agreement set a 15% tariff ceiling. It sounded like a win, but it effectively tripled the previous average rate. Then came the metal tax, with the US doubling tariffs on steel and aluminum to a staggering 50%. Finally, we hit the derivative trap. This wasn't just about raw metal anymore. It expanded to over 400 new categories, from tiny fasteners to industrial brackets. Today, companies don't just ship products. They have to provide bureaucratic DNA tests for every single screw and bolt. This isn't trade, it's a hostage situation for the global supply chain. We've seen the physical walls, but there is a second, invisible wall being built in the digital world. Let's talk about the fear of evolution. In 1900, as the first cars rattled down the street, critics didn't see a revolution. They saw a threat to the horse. They proposed red flag laws, requiring a man to walk in front of every car waving a flag just to slow it down. Today, we see that same fear-driven logic applied to the digital world. Trying to slow down commerce with bureaucratic hurdles is as economically illiterate as trying to save a blacksmith by penalizing a Ford Model T. This is friction by design. European regulators have shifted from guidance to extraction, with acts imposing nearly $100 billion in annual costs on tech firms. This is a massive compliance tax where innovators spend millions every year on legal teams instead of R&D. That's money stolen from the future. EU has even strangled microtrade by ending VAT exemptions for small trades under $25, drowning the smallest digital transactions in paperwork. Now, look at the literal plumbing of the global economy. Trust. When trust fails, the pipes freeze. As the world splits into rival geopolitical blocs, the IMF warns we're looking at a permanent 7% hit to global GDP. This is the cost of a world where we stop trading with the others and everyone gets poorer. We've traded long-term alliances for one-off deals, creating a massive policy whiplash. Businesses can no longer trust that borders will stay open, so they spend billions hoarding just-in-case inventory because they fear the gates will close tomorrow. Without a common bridge of trust, small businesses are choked by banking trust fees just to move money, while governments dismantle unified networks in the name of digital sovereignty. We've seen this movie before. The red flag laws didn't save the horse, and 15% tariffs won't save the old way of doing business. They are simply the red flags of our century, slowing us down while the rest of the world moves on. Digital commerce is the natural evolution of human exchange. Attempting to throttle it is a choice to let the global economy freeze. But the real cost isn't just on a balance sheet, it's time. When we tax friction, we kill innovation. Every dollar stolen by bureaucracy is a dollar taken from research. Every month a breakthrough is delayed by a digital toll booth is a month we don't get back. In a world of rising threats, speed is survival. The next vaccine capable of saving humanity is being pushed further into the distance by every regulatory hurdle we build today. If we choose toll booths over highways, we choose a slower, more dangerous future. The winners of the next decade will be the ones who refuse to pay the friction tax. Stay ahead of the systems shaping our future. Subscribe to Curiosity Matters and stay curious.